know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still learning everything. Like, I want to be like a mastermind. Like, I want to know every situation.
Some of his friends told him, but 2 of his friends in the business turned their backs on him.
So I'm letting this group come by. Next thing you know, it hit me.
I heard Durk was his mama and his aunt.
But not only Durk's friends and family have betrayed him. The mayor who gave him the keys to the city took them back, even though he's not guilty yet.
So we thank you and we honor you and we appreciate you being in the village of Broadview, and here's your key.
In interviews, one of his ops told him that more and more people are accusing the OTF boss, and some of these people are crazy. Lil Reese, one of the few popular Chicago rappers still alive who supports the Black Disciples, is Lil Reese. Everyone in Chicago thought that Lil Reese would post Durk when they heard that Durkio had been arrested. However, he hasn't shown clear support for the OTF leader. Instead, he shared a picture of himself in jail with Durk's song Love for the Streets. Word on the streets is that Lil Reese and Durk are not on good terms. According to Chicago rapper King, the guy called Durk slept with Lil Reese's mom and aunt.
You know, Reese mama bad, right? I heard Durk was his mama and his auntie.
No.
But that's not the only reason the two fell out. It turns out Durk had once called Reese a rat for going on a show and sharing some street business. Reese had gone on Cam Capone and admitted that he and Durk had robbed someone.
I was just shooting dice, won all my money. I came back on the block. I couldn't get all the other guys because I knew they wasn't gonna want to do it with me. So I told Durk, like, come with me, grab a gun. He asked, like, what we finna do? I ain't telling him what we was finna do. So when we got to the barber shop, I made him rob this. And we took my money back that I had lost in the dice game.
According to the interviewer, Durk unfollowed Reese after the chat dropped.
When I interviewed Reese, he told a story about how him and Durk robbed some guys. Lil Durk unfollowed Lil Reese after this story came out.
With both Reese behind bars, everyone would expect him to come out in clear support for Durkio, but it seems their beef might be getting in the way, and the Chicago rapper has had his fair share of legal problems. It all began in September of this year when reports emerged that Lil Reese was wanted by police in Texas. The charges came from an alleged incident at a Houston nightclub where he was accused of assaulting his ex-girlfriend. This claim set off a chain of events that would see the rapper embroiled in a legal quagmire. Despite the serious nature of the allegations, Lil Reese's attorney was quick to refute the claim. He publicly stated that his client strongly denied the accusations and was eager to clear his name in court. However, the legal problems did not end there. In July, Lil Reese found himself in the news once again when he was arrested in Los Angeles. This time the charges were connected to alleged misconduct, although he was released on $100,000 bail shortly thereafter. Fast forward to October 16th, when Lil Reese's legal woes took another dramatic turn. According to a post by DJ Academics, the rapper was arrested once more, this time on charges of claimed aggravated assault. Legal papers shared on social media revealed that he was booked on this serious charge, which carries the potential for a 5 to 10-year prison term. Convicted in the middle of the chaos, the rapper took to his Instagram story to share a heartfelt message about the effects of his situation on his family life. "Damn, I'm going to miss my girls," he wrote. But he isn't the only Chicago rapper who betrayed Durk after his arrest, because it turns out Chief Keef bought a chain worth $500,000 after Durk was arrested and is yet to post any message of support to the OTF boss.
Chief Keef bought, same day Durk went to jail, up to $500,000 new chain.
This isn't the only time Keef has been on the spot for failing to show a friend support. It turns out that the first time Durk and Sosa had a falling out, he had gone and bought a dirt bike instead of helping out Durk Mayor Katrina Thompson weeks before he was arrested. Durkio had been praised near his hometown for his work with his neighborhood, the Heroes Foundation, having been an active advocate for change in Chicago. Cook County, Illinois, for his work in the community, decided that it was time his efforts were recognized and gave the rapper multiple keys to the city, including the village of Broadview and the village of Boone.
So we thank you and we honor you and we appreciate you being in the village of Broadview, and here's your key.
Mayor Katrina Thompson typed in a Facebook post that Durk had signed a partnership deal with his Neighborhood Heroes Foundation to create kaleidoscope zones to work with students from both communities to help support sustainability projects in Broadview and Bellwood. While many people praised Durk for his work and the community being recognized, others found it hard to ignore the violence and gang culture in his music. However, Durk was adamant about his living changes and his growth over the last few years, especially his conversion to Islam. Despite his good changes in his life, he was arrested, and that's when the very people who awarded him the keys to the city took them back. Mayor Katrina Thompson took to Facebook to announce the city's decision to take the key back. While the American system of justice gives everyone the assumption of innocence until proven guilty in a court of law in the village of Broadview, the court of public opinion of residents has even higher moral and ethical standards of behavior. And our public partners must also reflect the same uncompromising standards expected by our residents, given the news that Lil Durk has been arrested in Florida and charged with murder for hire. The village of Broadview is withdrawing our honorary key to the village given to Durk and is terminating our partnership agreement with his youth organization Neighborhood Heroes Foundation as mayor. Protecting Broadview's interests and upholding the ideals of residents is job number one. The mayor, WR, wrote according to fans that the mayor was throwing Durk under the bus and stating that he was guilty even before the rapper appeared in court. It seems the mayor didn't want to be linked with the rapper, which would have affected her public image. Quando Rondo. When Quando Rondo broke his silence on Durk's arrest, fans thought that he did a noble deed. What they don't know is that the rapper threw Durk under the bus and seemed to confirm that the charges against Durk were true. Rondo offered a surprising view that fans never saw coming. The Georgia rapper started preaching a message of forgiveness and positivity, telling his peers to leave behind the violence that has claimed so many lives since Durk's arrest. The rapper dropped the track Life Goes On, where he raps about his choice to leave behind the violence and focus on religion. In the song, he raps beefing with the same color on my skin, the same color of the hammer young around here, beefing about the color of a bandan. That's why I put my flag down and I picked up a Quran, because life goes on. When Rondo also put out a public message that took many by surprise. Taking to Instagram, he shared a message of forgiveness and healing, asking his peers to move past the violence and focus on building a better future. His words resonated with many, giving a glimmer of hope in an otherwise tumultuous situation. We didn't get into this music business to make it just to stay caught up in street. When Rondo wrote, "We all have families and towns counting on us. It's time to leave all that behind. We've already lost so much. And it's heavy on my heart to forgive anyone I had problems with in the past. It's all love for me. Praying for everyone." The post-read fans figured that he was talking about Durk, and for him to say that he had forgiven him means that he knows Durk is guilty. OTF Jam. By now everyone has heard of OTF Jam and his alleged bizarre case of betrayal. But for anyone who's been living under a rock, he's the dude Lil Durk and the OTF gang, and for allegedly wearing a wire to record OTF members confessing to crimes. The news about Jam was first broken by a famous Chicago GD rapper called King Yella on his social media.
I heard somebody named OTF Jam, they said they've been calling him a rat, and basically he said, okay, I'm a rat. Well, watch this.
Since Yella is an OTF, there was wide speculation that he was just trying to stir up debate. But many internet users don't know that OTF Jam broke his silence on the accusations, and fans knew something was up. The OTF affiliate took to his social media to put the record straight and told the world to stop accusing him of biting the cheese unless they saw his name on police papers. Casey J. Hester, aka OTF Jam, is my artist's real name. Until you see that name on the papers, don't look at me, he posted. The situation at OTF worsened after none of the OTF members co-signed Jam, even though everyone was screaming free Durk online. No one backed him. While OTF Jam went a step further and accused Dario of snitching on him, he first revealed that Durkio snitched on him on a track, calling me a rat or a snitch. But rappers snitch on themselves all the time, he posted. Jam was talking about the track Back Again where Durk WS Jam got out of that jam. I give him 50. He doesn't have to ask again. He was catching killers way back then. That's when the max was in. It turns out OTF Jam had been freed in February 2022 after doing 12 years for attempted murder. The OTF affiliate had also stated that Durk had given him $50,000 when he got out of jail.
He gave you 50, bro.
All
You know what I'm
facts.
saying? But so, can you tell us how much he gave you, or you don't want to even?
Yeah,
No, I ain't gotta get into all that, but bro made sure he made a way for me to be straight. Like,
It turns out that after the feds heard Durk rapping about Jam catching bodies, they were onto him, waiting for him to make a mistake and take him back to jail. Who snitched on me on a song. Police all up on me after that. Oh, he's catching killers. Let's get him. Jam posted word on the street that Jam was hit with weapons charges and was looking at going back to jail for another long time. However, one man had the power to help him. Durk. Jam put all his faith in Durkio since he had kept him straight when he was in jail and even when he got out, going as far as to buy him a car and a house.
that's all
Too much money, you gotta hold it like that.
They go when they newborns and shit like that, don't they?
That shit falling out there.
You know what's his name, but steady crying, huh?
He's steady crying.
In this clip, Jam shows off the stacks that Durk had given him and even brags about properties he had bought. Well, despite giving him all, this rumor has it that Durk refused to pay for Brody's lawyer or bond when he was snatched up, according to famous hip-hop commentator DJ Academics, who revealed that Jam wasn't too pleased with Durk and decided to bite the cheese.
Saying that he made a threat towards Durk, I've been holding you down because I heard you say something about like his baby mama called Durk for a lawyer, and Durk may have like brushed it off, and they're like, yo, you're not supposed to brush off my call when I need something. Like, I'm the guy who does the dirt for you.
Maybe Durkio should have taken better care of his guns. Brick Baby's betrayal is bizarre and was exposed by one of his ops. Wax 100 Wack revealed that according to the indictment, one or more co-conspirators, including co-conspirator 4, heard that when Rondo was visiting California and staying in a hotel in Law, it seems like co-conspirator 4 was the one dropping Q's locations.
If you go in there and look at that report, number 4 is a local guy that was dropping Quando's location.
According to Wack, the world thought that the shooting in Atlanta that almost killed Quando Rondo and saw the rapper cousin die was a drug deal going bad between Armenians or Persians.
We all thought that was a bad drug deal, weed deal. You know that. The world thought that that shooting was a bad weed deal between some Armenians or Persians. That's what the world thought.
In February 2023, Brick Baby went on social media and stated that no one can say that OTF didn't slide for V.
And it wasn't until February of 2023 that Brick Baby goes on the internet with Flacco and says, out of nowhere, the world is oblivious to this. I guess they can't say OTF didn't slide for King Von anymore.
In the said video, Brick Baby revealed that OTF had slid for Vo because they had taken out Quando Rondo's cousin. But this isn't the only time Brick Baby told the world about their hit, because he hopped on a track and spilled the beans in the track. Not enough. He waps he was Durk and trying to hide now he in a blunt. We dropped the 100 shots. Go dig your partner up. In another part, he raps the last one we turned into a pack. We got 1 million plus. Now this is where things get interesting because it turns out when the feds heard Brick Baby saying that they went after him.
March, the feds get on Brick. We don't know this.
When Brick got picked up by the feds, everyone thought he had caught a gun charge. However, it was soon found that they wanted his cell phone.
We're under the presumption that it's an AK-47 case. But what really happened was they came there to get his cell phone.
There's more to this because after the shooting, the cops told Quando Rondo that the gang that he was repping, the Rolling 60 Seconds Crips, had set him up. What do you think the cops told Quando that the Rolling 60 set him up? It turns out Brick Baby and Quando Rondo were repping the same gang, and when Quando landed in Atlanta, he checked in with his gang for safety. It's kind of clear that Brick Baby might have dropped Q's location to his ops, because after the shooting, the Savannah rapper took to social media to denounce his gang, saying that they didn't have his back. OTF Boa's story is wild and very fishy, because the man was sentenced to 8 years for some serious charges, but only did 15 months in jail. Known for his unwavering loyalty, Bua has often been portrayed as Lil Durk's mud brother. OTF Bua, whose real name is Michael L. Golden, is also reported to serve as Durk's muscle. In a viral video from earlier this year, he was seen protecting Durk from a fan who got a little too close to the rapper during a festival performance. But being close to Durk didn't get him out of the streets. because Bua's life took a dramatic turn in March 2021 when he became embroiled in a violent incident at Cumberland Mall in Atlanta, Georgia. Boona was held on 4 felony charges of aggravated assault with intent to murder following a violent incident at the mall. The shooting happened in the mall's parking lot, where Bua allegedly exited an SUV and opened fire on another vehicle. The chaotic exchange of gunfire left 4 people injured, including a 6-year-old boy who was hit by a stray bullet. Despite the severity of the situation, all patients survived their injuries. Buona's connection to the crime was established after he dropped his phone at the scene, which led to a search warrant and the finding of social media activity linking him to the shooting alongside Bua. 3 other people, Karanji Riyava Harris and Deason Powell, were arrested on charges linked to guns and drugs in August 2022. Bua was sentenced to 8 years in jail for a different case in Illinois where he was charged with possession of a firearm by a felon. And this is where Buona's story gets crazy, because despite the serious charges he was facing, he was released in November 2023, having spent only 15 months in jail. Did he abandon Durk for his freedom, or was he being set up by the feds to help them catch Durk? Whatever it is, it's fishy, and he still has the Atlanta case hanging over his head. FBG Butter has been on a roll, revealing dirt. According to him, the OTF boss was guilty for the death of his homie, FBG Duck. After Duck was shot and killed, the feds discovered that King Vo may have put out a $100,000 bounty for Duck to be killed. It turns out there was a rat in Oblique working with the cops, who revealed that the one who paid for the hit rewarded the killers with custom-made Oblique chains. A video emerged on YouTube of King Von giving UK members custom-made chains, but according to FBG Butter, it was actually Lil Durk who put the hit on Duck and paid the killer. I don't think we paid them, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to tell you who actually paid the UK gang members to kill FBG Duck. FBG Butter revealed that you have to look at the suspect's arrest video. It turns out Moop and C Murder weren't arrested in Oblique.
Everybody arrest video coming out from when they got arrested for this Duck case.
Yeah.
They ain't show Moop or C Murder's happening.
It turns out that they were caught at a private hangar, which is crazy because no regular Oblique gang member could afford to charter a private plane.
Them boys got snatched at the airport on a private hangar.
What's interesting is that at the time of their arrest, he was already dead. That would leave one person with that kind of money to fly out of Manila and see murder on a private jet. Lil Durk's biggest hater, Charleston White, has been clowning the Chicago rapper without holding back.
So ain't nobody laughing at Durk. Now it ain't funny. Now your favorite rapper go to jail and look like he got a no bond like me. But that boy got a federal no bond. I bet that closed up. He got a burp to pass gas. He can't even fart out his. I know the.
In a recent interview, White made headlines by labeling the rapper's detainment as a victory for Black Americans, a statement that has sparked intense discussion and drawn both praise and criticism from various quarters. According to him, this was a win for Black people who loved rap but didn't like all the killing that came with drill music.
It's a real victory. This is a real victory.
According to White, Keo was a demonic force that had spread the bad effects of drill music all across the country.
Now that demonic force, because it is a demonic force, it was a dark force, it was a dark energy that came down from Chicago and spread throughout America.
White's view is rooted in his belief that the arrest of high-profile figures like Lil Durk can serve as a wake-up call for the Black community. He claims that the glorification of crime and violence in hip-hop culture has a detrimental effect, especially on young, impressionable listeners. According to White, the arrest of a famous artist like Lil Durk meant the end of drill music.
I don't think we'll hear drill music ever again. I don't think drill rappers would ever be celebrated ever again. Down goes the drill. 12th round knockout, because it looked like they had got away and they get to ride off into the sunset.
White has been on Durk's case for a minute at one time. He even revealed that Durk had snitched on King Von to beat his attempted murder charge in 2023. And when White was told that Durk was looking for him to speak in his name, the community organizer kept the same energy. Look, Durk is looking for me. It ain't simple to find. White even took to social media to taunt Lil Durk by sharing photos posing next to King Von's killer, Lol Tim, and playing Durk's All My Life collab with J. Cole. He also added a caption dissing Von and thanking Lol Tim for killing the Chicago rapper when a commenter tagged Lil Durk. Charleston White replied that Dope Fiend is in rehab, referencing Doro's latest rehab admission. White is sure to continue hating on Durk, even if he beats the charges. If you liked this video, you can watch similar content by clicking on the boxes playing on your screen.